Welcome back to the Banganator podcast, season 3, episode 6, and the Cowboys beat the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Let's go. We was waiting all day for that game, and even though they had us stressed out, we beat the Steelers. It wasn't impressive, but we did it. With me today, my guest, I got exemplary bartender at Texas Live, champion bodybuilder, and diehard Bengals fan.
I like
Phil. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, my boy.
Yes,
I
sir.
like that.
Yes,
That's a hell of an intro right there. Man.
Big dog. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man.
Sir.
I mean, I'd be better if my Bengals was able to pull it out this weekend, but it's all right. It's all right.
That was tough, man.
It was.
Yesterday.
Man. Oh, man, bro.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But before we even get started, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. We good. We good. We hear all the talk. We all heard all the Joe overrated talk the first couple weeks. We heard that we was washed. I get it. We 1-4. But like Michael Jordan said, it take a real man to talk some crap when he down and losing.
You're right.
Not just when he up. So just know, y'all still gonna hear my mouth.
Respect.
Good thing y'all beat the Steelers last night. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Good thing y'all beat the Steelers last night.
Because that's in your division too.
Yep.
So
Yep, and we do not like the Steelers. I don't like the color yellow. I hate the song that made Wiz Khalifa blow up.
black and yellow,
Man.
black and yellow. Anyway, so we definitely gonna get into the Bengals.
Yes,
But
sir.
before we get into that, we gonna get into Cowboys beating the Steelers on Sunday Night Football, like I mentioned, 20-17. And it, like I said, it wasn't impressive at all. I was pissed off most of the game. Like my girl was saying most of the night, the Cowboys was edging us the whole game because they would drive up and down the field, get in the red zone, and then they couldn't score.
A win is a win. It
A
don't
win
matter
is a
how,
win.
it don't matter
Yeah,
how
yeah,
you
'cause
get it.
it's hard to get a dub in the
A
NFL.
dub is a dub.
Dak went 29 of 42, 352 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and it's really like those turnovers. He lost a fumble too. It's those turnovers that really like even got them into that position.
Yeah, man. You gotta protect the ball. You
Yeah.
gotta protect the chick.
Jalen Tolbert, 87 receiving yards, and his clutch touchdown at the end. That was his come out party, really.
Yeah, and you know he got the opportunity, especially with Brandon Cooks being on IR. You know, football's all about that next man up mentality.
Yeah.
Hey, it was your time to shine. So
There you go.
hopefully you can do something with it,
Mhm.
and heck, you could even compete for that number 2 receiver role.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, it didn't look bad.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Dak just got to clean it up.
He do.
Dak gotta
He
clean
do.
it up.
He do. Those were some bad turnovers.
Like bad
Yeah,
turnovers.
yeah.
But again, at the end of the day, this is probably the first time that Dak actually went out there and made some plays. And if it wasn't for Dak last night, y'all don't win that game.
Yeah, for sure. For
You
sure.
know?
Him recovering the fumble
That
at the end.
whoever number 50 is on the Steelers,
Mhm.
I understand they didn't get the ball back, but that was one of the best defensive plays that I have seen in a
Yeah.
while.
Mhm.
I don't know if y'all saw it, but when first of all, he timed the jump perfectly. He flew and hit and forced a fumble. Oh, that was crazy.
Yup.
That
And
was
I
crazy.
swear, like I was like, oh, this is just our luck. We gonna lose the fumble whenever I saw that fumble happening.
Yep.
But then Dak jumped on it,
Hey.
unlike Cam Newton in the Super Bowl 50.
You're right. You're right, man.
And then, obviously that, 2 plays later on 4th down, he punched it in. So
Yeah,
that
man.
was clutch. Give credit to Mike McCarthy too for drawing up that play.
Yeah, that was
Dang.
nice. You know, it's kind of refreshing because like even though y'all know I like the Cowboys, my bank account likes the Cowboys because I work up there. But like I'm a fan of football most importantly, so that was it's good seeing some good football, and I feel like if the Cowboys are good, then I feel like that's one of the teams that's like it's good for football whenever they are doing good or like the Cowboys have something positive to talk about. Because the rest of the league, y'all know how easy it is to start talking some crap about the Cowboys.
Yep. You know how it is. Like
Man.
whether they love us or hate us, they gon' tune in and watch they will tune in and watch the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
So, and then on the defense, we had 3 sacks, and we did this was surprising to me. We held Najee Harris and Justin Fields to 69 yards rushing total.
Najee, I'm not really surprised about. I don't know what's going on with bro this season, but he just don't look like how he's looked previously. Like something something's up. I don't know if he's fighting like an injury or something that we don't know about. But like it just seemed like, bro, like last week versus the Colts, he had like 19 rushing yards. Like,
Damn,
bro,
I didn't
what?
even realize that.
Yeah, like it's been every game. You know, I pay attention to all our like divisional opponents. So just like kind of keeping up with Steelers football, and you know, my dad's a diehard Steelers fan, so I kind of keep up just from habit. It's like something's off. I feel like Jalen Warren should be getting majority of the snaps because that man's a dog, but I think he's actually hurt right now too. Okay. So, I mean, I get it, but yeah, Justin Fields was a crazier one to me because I really thought with y'all not having DeMarcus Lawrence, not having Micah, it's like at least he'll have a little bit more time in the pocket. Like, granted, y'all's defense still ain't nothing to sleep on, but I'm like, without y'all's two like main dogs, I really thought that Pittsburgh's offense was at least going to be able to like move the ball and kind of, you know, control the game, but. Y'all's defense stood up again. That next man up mentality, like y'all really stood up, and I was like, okay, y'all like playing some football for real a little bit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anyways, Cowboys versus Lions coming up next Sunday. I'm gonna be in the building since I work at AT&T Stadium. The Lions are 3-1, and that's gonna be a tough matchup.
Yeah, especially.
So, what you think?
Week. I don't know.
Who you think gonna win?
That's a loaded question. I'm not gonna lie though. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say it with my chest. I think the Lions are gonna come in and win. I like who they played last week. The Seahawks. It was Lions Seahawks last Monday night, right?
Yeah.
Jared Goff was 18 for 18. Like,
sheesh. That's unheard of.
That offense is rolling. Their defense, Aiden Hutchinson, dog. Yep. They really lead by the run. Yeah. David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs are probably, in my opinion, like the best running back duo in the league right now. Yeah. Just as far as like pure production.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they can get that run game going, they're gonna try to attack the edge, you know, kind of go at where Micah would be and where DeMarcus would be. And it's gonna be a long day for Cowboys if they get that run going early in the game.
I feel that. And like you pretty much brought up all the key players on the Lions that I was going to bring up. Yeah. Aiden Hutchinson, stopping Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. That's going to be tough too. Probably the last thing I got is keep Amon-Ra St. Brown from going off too, because he be like getting them like sneaky yards, getting them sneaky catches where like he can make a huge impact.
His yard after catch is crazy. But honestly, like kind of just like seeing how the Cowboys like to play, seeing how the Lions like to play, I really feel like if you don't need to have Trayvon Diggs mirror him the whole game, but Trayvon Diggs' presence needs to be known. So, you know, just kind of play a mind game with Jared Goff. You know, like try to get him to overthink because Jared Goff will make a mistake. I understand last week he was perfect, but we all know we've been watching Jared Goff since the Ram days. Yeah. Like, if you make him think too much, he will make a mistake. Yeah. So I feel like this is going to be a real defensive battle. I like the Lions by 3, unfortunately. I feel like they're rolling too much, and the Cowboys are starting to get banged up a little too much. Yeah. And the Lions are my Super Bowl dark horse pick this year. Okay. Out of the NFC.
Okay.
Like, they're the team that can like shock the world.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel that. I feel like they can do what they did last year, and then with a bunch of teams that were good in the NFC last year, they're not as good this year. 49ers ain't that good. Eagles ain't that good. So all that being said, though, I got the Lions winning. Unfortunately, you know, some of my friends might call me, you know, a hater or whatever. I ain't a true fan.
Realistic.
Come on, bro. Like the way that the Cowboys have been playing the past 2 games against opponents that we should be beating by, you know, a touchdown or more. They are making it close games, like against the Giants and then obviously against the Steelers. Yep. So, based on what I've been seeing the past 2 weeks, the Cowboys aren't going to produce enough to beat the Lions. So, I got the Lions winning. But obviously, hopefully, I'm wrong, though. Now, let's get to this Bengals versus Ravens game. That might be the game of the year. The Ravens beat the Bengals 41-38 in an overtime thriller. Just a quick recap, the game went back and forth. Both defenses were ass, obviously 41-38. Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow showed out in a shootout.
Put on a show.
I'm saying Justin Tucker hit a field goal to send the game into overtime. Lamar Jackson fumbled, In overtime, the Bengals recovered, but Evan McPherson missed a game-winning kick after a botched hold, which that hurt me since I have him as one of my kickers. And Justin Tucker, Justin Tucker then made the game-winning kick instead, and hence the Ravens win a tough divisional battle. Yeah. So, what'd you think about that game?
It's like every week we're playing better and better, but what people don't realize is yesterday we lost Dax Hill, torn ACL. That's our starting corner. That's our corner, number one corner. We lost another old lineman, torn pec, out for the season.
Damn.
So like every week, our defense mainly has not been full strength. Our offense really not either. T just started playing a couple weeks ago. Jamar wasn't practicing all summer, trying to get a contract, which anybody who's anybody in the Bengals organization, listen to me from a concerned fan. Pay that man his money, please. Like, please. Like, I don't know what else needs to be done. I don't know. Just write him a check, something, please.
Yeah, because he always, like, at least once a game, he has like
199 or 198 yesterday and 2 tutties. Like, come on. He just passed Jerry Rice for most receiving yards in first five years of your career.
Sheesh.
Like, this man is a generational talent, and I would hate to see him walk because we don't want to pay him. Like, dude, we don't have an offense without Joe, T, and Jamar. And I know T on the fence, but we need both of them. Like, our offense isn't our offense because without either one of them or both of them. And I've been a Bengals fan my whole life. I remember the dark days, okay? I remember the Carson Palmer days. I remember the Andy Dalton days. I remember even like Joe's first year when he tore his ACL and we were starting AJ McCarron and Jeff Driscoll. We've been here before.
Yeah.
We're good. Yeah, we're 1-4, don't look good, but we're good.
Okay, so speaking of which, let me ask you this. Do you think the Bengals season is over sitting at 1-4?
No.
Why?
We do this. When we went to the Super Bowl, we started out like 2-5. Every year we do this. Like, first 5 games for real, we're not good. Like, we're never good. Like, even like last year, missed like 4 field goals playing Steelers week 1. We could have won that game. These are very winnable games. I feel like we're one of those teams that like catch their stride in the middle of the season every year.
True.
So I'm not really worried about it. On top of our division ain't really that strong this year. The Browns aren't what we thought they were going to be. We've seen a lot of holes in the Ravens. There's us, which we'll get it together. And then I say this one for last, like, I don't buy the Steelers hype. I don't care. Russell Wilson and Justin Fields are still y'all's quarterbacks. And on top of that, Russell Wilson was the emergency quarterback last night. Like, we're good. They're not going to be able to sustain that. Now, granted, Mike T, Hall of Fame coach in my opinion, one of my favorite coaches in the league. So they going to come and play hard. Like, that's one thing. But as far as like really making some noise, I'm not really worried about it.
Okay.
Like, and then you look at the whole AFC, it's like, who's really just playing outstanding ball? Like,
nobody's dominant this year.
Nobody's really
There's
dominant.
So much parity in the NFL.
Everybody's very beatable.
Yeah.
The Bills don't look like the Bills. Josh Allen needs some help. Like, at the end of the day,
they got to go out and get Devontae Adams.
Like something got to happen.
Yeah.
We saw the Ravens almost blow a 28-point lead to Cowboys, and that was more to do with the Ravens mess ups than the Cowboys coming back and trying to win that game. Like, let's be for real here. Who else is in the AFC? The Jags aren't worth nothing this year. The
Dolphins,
Colts,
you can forget about
Dolphins.
them.
They obviously the Dolphins are broken without Tua, like, which is crazy to think about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So going forward, Bengals versus the 2-3 Giants next week. Who you got?
I like the Bengals -10.
Okay.
So lock that in for all my betting people out there. Bengals -10.
Same here. I got the Bengals winning. Like, if the Bengals don't win this game, then the Bengals season is definitely over.
No, yeah,
yeah. If
this
you can't beat the Giants,
a must-win game for us.
Yes, definitely,
1,000%.
definitely. But and then like you can't even sleep on the Giants either because they're up and down too. Like they can surprise you and play good. They play good against us. They play good. I forgot who they just beat yesterday.
The Seahawks.
The Seahawks. There we go. And the Seahawks been playing well.
Yeah.
So
we have the Sunday night primetime game actually.
Okay, yeah. So next Sunday night. There we go.
Yep.
There we
so
go.
everybody be watching.
Yeah. We're switching over to college football. Texas versus OU this
Red
weekend.
River.
You know this is hype. Like you said, the Red River Rivalry, whatever you want to call it, Red River Rivalry, Red River Shootout, Red River Showdown. It's going down at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go to the game, but I am going to be at the State Fair on Wednesday. But you going on Wednesday? Hey, shoot. Hey, all right, bet. Yeah, so Texas versus OU, obviously one of the most anticipated matchups. No matter what team is good, what team is bad, it always usually goes down to the wire.
On that one.
The one that I went to, it was whenever CD he like burnt us.
I do remember that.
But I mean, obviously it's always a good. It's an awesome feel to be in the
This
game.
year, Texas
environment.
is just too good.
Yeah,
Texas is good.
Yep.
Like whether it's Quinn or it's Arch,
Yep.
like Isaiah Bond is a dog.
Yep. Second best receiver in college football to me.
Second
best.
I got him at third.
Third, who you got as 1 and 2?
I got Jeremiah Smith number 1, Ohio State.
All right.
That man is crazy. Crazy. I got Ryan Williams, bro. Ryan Williams out of Alabama.
All right. No
Then-
Travis Hunter?
So listen. I got Travis as the 4th best receiver.
Okay.
But I only have him as the 4th best receiver only because we don't really get to see him put his all into receiver.
You're right.
That's the only thing. It has nothing to do with his ability.
Mm-hmm.
It's just if Travis was able to focus solely on playing receiver, he'd be the best.
Yeah.
But I feel like because he's splitting time, that's hard. Now that you say that, you got me second guessing myself. Actually, no, you're right. Listen, I got Isaiah Bond the 4th best receiver.
Okay, and I'm mad at that either because all of them.
No, all of them,
receivers.
can nobody? You turn on ESPN, you can't see one of them 4 dudes making plays on ESPN.
Exactly.
Like, but to me, like what I've seen, Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams,
that dog Ryan
Williams, are the 2 best overall receivers in college football right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. Number 5, this might be a little crazy. Receiver out of Arizona. His name, I forget his name, but I've been watching a lot of Arizona football for some reason because it's on late at night. And when I get off work, that's what's on. That man is cold.
Okay.
That man is cold. Okay. Yeah.
So to give this game some more context, this matchup, Texas ranked number 1, back in our rightful spot. We should have never left number 1 because we saw Alabama get beat and upset by Vandy.
That's wild. Never in a million years would I think they'll beat Alabama.
OU is ranked number 18. OU sucks. Texas is undefeated. OU is 4-1. Bottom line, who wins?
Oh, Texas. I'm like no doubt in my mind. I think this is the year, one of them years that Texas comes out. I ain't gonna say they're gonna blow them out, but they're gonna dominate the game. If I have to give a score prediction, I'd be like 38-17 Texas.
Okay.
I feel like it had to be close in the first half, just off of pure emotion and rivalry game. Everybody gonna be playing hard. Once Texas starts to like settle down and just play football, once all the hype and stuff is gone, I feel like Texas wins.
Agreed. Texas wins. I don't have a score prediction. I don't have a score prediction, but Texas wins by a lot, probably 2 scores. Quinn Ewers is back. He's back from injury. He's had a lot of time, pretty much a month to come back and heal. And like I said in my last podcast episode, it don't matter who the quarterback is. It don't matter who the receivers are. It don't matter who the running backs are. We gonna get the dub. We gonna put up yards. We gonna put up points. Yeah. Let's go Texas. Hook 'em. All right, so it's the Week 5 edition of the Banganator's top banging moments in the NFL. At number 3, The Cowboys' game-winning drive versus the Steelers. Dak was looking methodical like Manning or Brady. He even saved the day from disaster by recovering a fumble at the goal line and threw the game-winning touchdown. At number 2, Kirk Cousins leading the Falcons to victory in overtime against the Bucs on Thursday Night Football. Kirk O'Chains threw for 509 yards, 2 touchdowns, led the Falcons offense to a game-tying field goal, then willed them to a win in overtime, winning 36-30. Kirk Cousins' wife gotta love his Kirk O'Chains alter ego. And at number 1, the Bengals versus Ravens shootout. The game went back and forth. Joe Shiesty and Action Jackson both played like MVPs, but the Bengals won the battle of mistakes and lost 41-38 in overtime. Who they? They the ones that are 1-4 and last in their division. That was probably the game of the year, though. So, those are my top 3 banging moments from Week 5. Rate my list. Well, give it a grade. What you think?
I feel like those are the top 3. I agree with that. I feel like that list is a solid 9 out of 10.
Okay.
9 out of 10.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all for watching this episode of the Banganator Podcast. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on the Banganator Podcast Instagram and Banganatorpod_4 on the Twitter X. Hey, Phil, thank you again for coming on, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me.
I appreciate you, for having my back or getting me at Texas Live. And bro, just thank you for being a good friend and everything, bro.
Oh yeah,
for real.
1,000%. You good people, bro.
Yes,
so
sir.
it's easy to be a good person to other good people.
I appreciate that, for
yes,
real,
sir.
for real. So this weekend, obviously, Texas versus OU. Texas gonna get that dub in the Cotton Bowl. Hook 'em. OU sucks. And the Cowboys, I hope we get that dub against the Lions. Let's go.
And you already know, we about to go out here and make some easy work of the Giants. We about to show y'all how you supposed to beat the Giants. Who they? Always. We not worried. We good. Just relax and sit back and enjoy the show. December 9th, Cowboys Nation, we coming.
I forgot about that. Hey, I'm probably going to have you back on for that.
Oh, definitely. Listen, my birthday, December 18th. So that's my birthday gift this year. I will be in attendance at the game. Got to see my boys thump the Cowboys.
I'm going to be in the building. So, yeah, we gonna see about
sir.
that. How about them Cowboys?
Man, who they?
Welcome to the Banganator Podcast, brought to you by SC Banga, diehard fan of the Dallas Cowboys since 1997. How about them Cowboys?